re-edit it. So, all right, guys, I'm Ryan A. Raymond, and tonight we're going to do some unsaturated niche research for your Merch by Amazon account. So many of you guys say that merch is too saturated, you're having troubles getting into the niches you want to get into, and you can't find your shirts. So we're going to discuss some strategies to how to niche down into saturated niches and actually create your own unsaturated niche. So let's jump over into here. I just always like starting with my merch account. We are at 4 sales for the day. Kind of been in this 7, 8, 4 trend here for the last week since Prime Day ended, and that's just kind of the way it goes. All right, anyway, let's get on Amazon. So I have a Chrome extension, a couple of Chrome extensions here. If you guys want, check out my top 10 Chrome tools video where I talk about the different tools that I like to use. But what I'm going to use now is AMZ Suggestion Expander, and I'll show you guys what this does. So let's say we were just going to start with, let's do unicorn shirt. All right, so it starts bringing up all of the suggested searches that people might be looking for with for their shirt on Amazon, and all the different search phrases that people are looking for. So if we normally just did unicorn shirt, taking a look at our results, it comes up with over 20,000 results. And so unicorns are an extremely competitive niche, and getting into them is going to be tough. It's going to be really hard to rank on this first page when you're brand new and look at all these reviews you're competing against. So we're going to have to try and find ways to niche down. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to do some modifiers with the keywords here to find the keywords that we want to design a shirt for. So we started with unicorn. Now, when I look at the suggestions here, look what it came up with here. So I love using this because it's going to bring up some suggestions. So keywords before: dabbing, mom, unicorn shirts, unicorn shirt, for birthday girl, for dad of birthday girl, for godmother, teen girls, short sets. So we don't want to, we can't bundle with shorts, so we don't have bundling abilities. But I kind of like this one here, unicorn shirt with rainbow. So how far does that bring our results down? That brought it down to 4,000. So 4,000 really kind of narrowed that down. It knocked out, what was that, 80% of the search results of the suggested. So just by having rainbow in our search term, it allowed us to be able to be found a little bit better, but 4,000 is still quite a bit. Now, if we look back in here, I'm just going to kind of take because, so people are going to ask, how are you going to find out if there's demand for this? Well, what happens if you do rainbow shirt? All right, so there's 30,000 results there. So we know there's demand for rainbow shirt, and we know there's demand for unicorn shirt. So how else can we modify this? All right, so we had unicorn shirt, and look at this here. The top one of the top results, and according to Keywords Everywhere, is 1,900 searches a month for unicorn shirt men. Also, keywords before: men's unicorn shirt. So what happens if we do that? How many results? That's still 10,000. Let's add rainbow back in there, our other long tail keyword, rainbow shirt, men's unicorn rainbow shirt, which is a suggested search result. That brought it down to 2,000 results. So, and these are probably going to be a little bit more funny, a little bit more kind of raunchy style, but they'll still work for women. So what else can we do here? So a lot of these are going to be pride shirts. So I'm starting to see pride coming up in the top of it. So what if we did men's unicorn rainbow pride? So let's just add pride to that. Now we're down to 338 results. All right, so we got unicorn skull, we've got pride, rainbow, LGBT pride. So let's see what else we can kind of modify here. I'm not even looking at the results. I'm kind of just scrolling through. What I'm looking for here fast, guys, is, are there a lot of reviews to compete with? So right here, the top one only has 1 review, followed by no reviews here, and then a bunch of reviews, but the reviews are not completely dominating the top of the search results, but I think we can go a little bit deeper here. So I think we definitely want to add in LGBT. So we're going to narrow it down even further. So that knocked out 100 results from that search term. Men's unicorn rainbow LGBT pride shirt. And then I'm just going to blatantly put gay pride in there. So that brought it down to 220. And so these are rainbow. And then these are unicorns. So we got equality. And so now we're starting to see some of the niche mashups here. So we're getting dinosaur. We've got llamas riding a unicorn. We have skulls. So what if we added skull or skeleton? Skull, unicorn, skull. So let's add that in there, skull. 15 results. So now it brought up not that many, but I bet if we started backing some of these off, if we pulled out the LGBT gay pride portion of it and just did men's unicorn skull rainbow shirt, it brought it up to 559. So you could do something that's not exactly an LGBT pride style shirt, but you can get into it with zombies, skulls, those sort of things are all pretty popular. But just by adding in, niching down even further, finding that exact customer that you're looking for, pride. So right there, think about who our target customer is. It's a man who wants a rainbow unicorn with a skull, who is gay and is going to support gay pride, maybe attend an event or something like that. It brought it down to 32 results just by using those keywords. So it's a super saturated niche. And so this one's got a BSR, and then there's really no shirts that are hitting all of these keywords, but we know there's demand for them by reducing the keywords to niche up. So if you guys can hear my kids downstairs, that's a story of life of being a dad. So there we go. We did one. Men's unicorn skull rainbow pride shirt. So you started with a saturated niche, and you keep adding modifier keywords until you get down to a point where no one will have a choice but to buy your shirt. Now, is anyone going to put in men's unicorn skull rainbow pride shirt? Probably not. They're probably not going to directly search for that, and you can add more modifiers to this. But the simple fact is, these are some of the main keywords we're going to want to target with whatever we design. So unicorn, skull, rainbow, and pride. So those 4 major elements need to be included in the design. You need to target someone that's going to want all 4 of those. And by including all of those terms in your title, you're going to get a chance to rank for each of them individually, which gives you a chance to catch a sale and then be broad. So we want to start at a lower niche that can help us grow up to the top of the higher end niche. All right, so let's do another one. Let's check chat there. John sold a few gay pride rainbow unicorn shirts in June. Yep, so June was Pride Month, which is really important to check calendars. You can come out here to monthly awareness 2019. So let's just kind of pull open something here. You guys can see I've been to a few of them. Let's just pick this one. All right, so what do we have coming up this month? Let's look at August. So we have Cataract Awareness Month, National Immunization Month, National Minority Donor Awareness Month, and World Breastfeeding Week. So niching down into awareness, so we could start on Amazon, awareness shirt, and we could see what is the top results, which looks like it's going to be autism awareness and mental health awareness, because those just finished up. So we need to start looking for what other sort of things are coming up, because awareness in general is 20,000. So let's just pop over here on this list. Let's look at cataract awareness. So we're going to add 1 modifier. All right, that brought it down to 37 results. So next month is Cataract Awareness Month, and there isn't any real competition. I mean, you can make 10 versions, put it on all products, make 100 uploads, and you will control almost 80% of the total listings in there. Someone said check out Thunder Rainbow. What is that? Thunder Rainbow shirt. I have no idea what that is. I don't see any quite results there. that are selling, and it's not mostly shirts, so I think that could be something we'd have to dig into a little bit more. You got some lightning bolts and hearts, some options there. Robert, can you tell me a little bit more about what Thunder Rainbow is here in the chat for everyone that's watching? That might help us all a little bit. So once again, we were at the awareness. So cataract awareness is definitely going to be an opportunity next month. National immunization awareness. What comes up here? All right. So I see this is a copy of one of mine. This is a copy of one of mine, and this is a ripoff of one of mine. This is mine. I uploaded it last year, and for Immunization Awareness Month, and it did pretty well. So once again, you get all the copies here. And this is one that's really funny that I know they copied me because I misspelled diphtheria on this shirt, and so did they. Don't do this. Literally, I have a spelling error on this shirt, and I know it's there, but it keeps selling. And all these people copied me. Story of my life. Story of merch. So that was my first one. I was the first one in there that did this sort of concept with it, and clearly it's being copied. So there's plenty of other disease, different things you guys can do to get in there. So vaccination, immunization. So basically, don't come in here and do the exact same thing. Find a way to stand out. And I think it'll help your guys' sales quite a bit. Let's see. Immunization. What else do we have next month? National Minority Donor Awareness Day. So this is August 1st. National Minority Donor Awareness Day. 10 results. And no purchases for it, but they're all kind of, I don't think that they really targeted the minority awareness here. So I think you guys could have some options in getting in there. There's only about 10 days left on that before that day hits. All right, World Breastfeeding Week. What else we got? $285 results. So there's some sales happening here. And there's literally 3 shirts at the top. And then it's all breastfeeding bras and equipment. So what if I remove week and go add shirt? 69 results. That's it. These calendars are publicly available, guys. There is an awareness event almost daily that you guys can get in. So make sure you guys check out any awareness events. So let's even look out a little bit further. What's something that might be pretty big? Sickle cell awareness, World Heart Day. That could be good. Heart disease. I want to talk about one here. I'm in a group on another group that discusses auto-inflammatory disease called hidradenitis suppurativa. It causes boils and things like that on your skin, which was most commonly HS awareness. And that month just went by, and we were all having a conversation in the group. There's like a 5,000 person group about this. This is a condition that I live with, and probably some of you guys watching do and don't know. It took me 22 years to get the proper diagnosis. So hidradenitis suppurativa, it's a autoinflammatory disease that causes infections in hair follicles, essentially. So it can be quite painful. But we were discussing in our groups how all the awareness shirts look alike and they all kind of suck. Literally, they were talking about it, and I was thinking maybe we'll do a challenge here to try and do it, because one of the groups in there was making a website to try and promote awareness, and they wanted to get some t-shirts linked on Amazon. So it could be an option there if you guys can find ways to stand out, because almost all of them are like, I'm a hero, I'm a warrior, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, some days I'd like one that just says HS is a pain in the ass. So that's some options there. What do we have right here? October. The whole month of October Most everyone knows is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But did you know it's also Adopt a Dog Month? 115 results. 115 results. John, I bet you got some good ones. I'd love to get a peek behind your door there of your awareness shirts, because I know you've mentioned it before, and breaking into some of these can be huge. But look at this. Adopt a Dog Month is literally only 115 total results. Let's go down to the bottom. One of the things, if you think there should be more results than there are, jump over to the last page just to make sure that's all there is. Guys, that could be a huge opportunity, because what if you did this? Watch this. Rescue dog shirt. Look how many results there are here. Over 2,000, which means that it's going to be completely flooded. So you got the rescue dog niche, and then next month is Adopt a Dog Month. So you can get into adopt a pit bull, adopt a Rottweiler, adopt a pug, adopt a corgi. Get down there and niche down and really focus. Find that owner that loves that one specific dog that they adopted. And really niche down. So there's going to be plenty of opportunity in that one. Let's see what else we've got here. Yeah, that's a pretty good opportunity. What else do we have here? Clergy Appreciation Month. So people who are religious, you know, Catholic or whatever, Clergy Appreciation Month. You know, pastors and priests are normal people. They might like a funny shirt. So look at this one here. Don't make me use my pastor voice. The pastor. These are all basically plain vanilla. There's no differentiation in here. It's just a plain white or plain black text and some blue. Don't come over here and just copy what it is. Make up some new phrases. There's 28 results and most of them are the same phrase already. If you're going to keep filling it in with all the same stuff, definitely expand the niche, broaden it, make up some new stuff. Look for things that might work in another niche and try and see if you can bring it over into this niche. Let's see what other sort of awarenesses we have here. Halloween is coming up. Let's see here. SIDS, Sudden Infant Death Syndrome Awareness Month. That reminds me, when I was in college, my senior project was a cardiopulmonary monitoring system developed for 3M. It was basically a shirt that you could wear that would monitor breathing and heart rate and transmit it to the cloud in real data. So look at that. There is nothing. SIDS Awareness Month shirt. And it keeps doing AIDS Awareness Month, and I want SIDS. It keeps doing AIDS because it doesn't even know that SIDS is even an option. Look at this. This one's already selling. And there's no competition, so I do apologize if these are your shirts, but you're probably going to get some competition now. 20 results that are focused on sudden infant death syndrome. So, you know, there's plenty of opportunity in awareness shirts. What else do we have? Coming up here at the end of the year. So most everyone goes after, let's just talk about it. Most everyone goes after Christmas in December. What about Hanukkah? How could we niche down in Hanukkah? So there's 4,000 results. Let's see here. So right there is a unicorn. Hanukkah, unicorn. 1,000 results. So that's some ways you could niche down. Let's see. So dinosaur. Something funny for kids. You could do Hanukkah. About dreidel shirt. So 3,000 results. So that might take a little bit more to niche down. See how this was cross niched? They did Bigfoot with a dreidel and a menorah. So think about ways you can really niche down here. What else do we have? I like the way I roll. There's plenty of ways to get into that one. Let's see some opportunity here. So we had Hanukkah dreidel. Me not being Jewish, I don't know a whole lot about Hanukkah, so it's going to be kind of tough. Nick, I'm coming for them all. Always coming for your niches. And by the way, guys, Nick Eden is putting out some great content. He's in the chat right there. Go check out his channel because he just put out his announcement. He's going to 5 days a week, and I'm going to hold you to that, Nick. I'm going to be looking for your videos every day. he's dropping some great knowledge bombs on his years of experience here. Other things you guys can think about too is look back in January here, because we've just gone over this 6-month period and people had drop-offs happen now, and now we can put them up for a year. So you could start preloading opportunities here. What about Blood Donor Month awareness? Blood Donor Month shirt. Because that was in January. You know, we're a few months out. And 26 results. So these are the guys that made the sales last January, and the rest didn't get through. So what happened? That was probably pretty crowded at the beginning, and now it's cleared out because all the non-sellers happened, and now we get a year. So we get a year to start planning. Yeah, niches be crazy. That'd be a good shirt. Maybe I should make some Ryan merch here whenever I get eligible for it on YouTube and put them down there. That'd be cool. I don't know. I don't think anybody would buy a shirt just because it's funny on here. Let's see. Get back here into awareness. What are some other gold we could find here? World Health Day, arthritis awareness. So we finished up in May. Now, this could be an option that recycles itself throughout the year. Teacher Appreciation Week goes on in May. It's usually at the end of the school year. So there's quite a few, it's pretty competitive, but there's plenty of opportunities to retarget some of these same ideas for back to school, mid-year break, and that sort of thing. So I would definitely consider looking through an awareness. All right, we've been on enough awareness calendars. What other sort of things can we find? How about this? Let's go to trends.google. I could type what's trending right now. I just sometimes like coming here and putting t-shirt. And you'll see interest over time is pretty flat, but what you'll want to do is kind of look at related topics. So buttons are starting to pop. Guess Wesley striped shirt. That's going to be a, looks like it's probably a parody, which can be kind of risky on merch. But we have barbecue stains on my white t-shirts. That is a song, but there may be some ways you can make a funny barbecue stain shirt, you know, target the barbecue niche. Fortnite, not going to do that. Beto shirt. So there's starting to be the elections coming up, and Beto, I believe, is a candidate. Let's see what else we've got here. Big and Tall, Broken Arrow, custom t-shirt printing. So people are looking for brands. Let's see. What else do we have? T-shirt printer machine. I didn't like any of those. Let's see. If I go out of Rising and go to top, what else is in here? Change these from Rising to top. So design t-shirt, black t-shirt, t-shirt printing. These are all your guys' searches blowing this up. Vintage t-shirt. What else do we have? Adidas, pink. I didn't like any of those. I know there's been some breaking news over the Don't Tread on Me shirts. There is a trademark out for that. It's a bullshit trademark in my opinion. That's why the Trademark Watchdogs group does help try and catch those beforehand. What if I just did trending shirt? What happens if I search for trending shirt? People might be just looking. Look at this. It does have search results because, well, most of you guys are looking for it. Most of the searches are in New York, Texas, and California. And if we look at top, any others popping in here? I'm not seeing a whole lot here. You got to kind of play with Google Trends. That was kind of a bust on niche research right there. What else could we do? Let's just play with this suggestion bar a little bit more. So I kind of want to make sure you guys understand the process of kind of how to peel this onion back. So let's start with, I like cat shirt. So we start with cat shirt. Cat shirt yields 40,000 results. So 40,000 results means there's a lot of competition. And you can see the front page is fairly diverse in what is selling. And like I said before, I don't really care what's here. What I'm looking for is keywords that get me down to a point where there isn't a lot of competition, which allows me to then design a shirt around it. Cat So just kind of looking up here, what might be a top thing here? Cat in space shirt. What did that bring us down to? 924 results. What else could we add to that that might be kind of crazy? Cat in space. And we could add another mod. We could do space galaxy. So we can make sure we add galaxy in the back here. Getting down to 145 results. And it could be just funny cats playing around. You could, so lots of sharks, a llama, a sloth, and a cat. Hitting some of those popular ones. What if we did cat in space galaxy? Yeah, let me see here. Oh, Nick had a comment here. Make sure on election shirts, you only do shirts for people running for office or elected. Appointed people are dangerous territory. Yes, that is very, very true. You got to go with people who were elected, and when they get out of office, they can issue personal name takedowns. So because they own their name, and if they're not currently in office, they can go after themselves, go after all of those things. So cat astronaut. Good call there, Buck. All right, 449, cat astronaut, in space galaxy. What if we added just some food to it? Cheeseburger. Everyone loves cheeseburgers. No results. So I know if you do this here and you were to say, I don't know, let's add donut. I mean, you're getting into the ridiculous levels of shirts here. So mashing up as many keywords together, people are gonna really, kitty knot. You know what, you probably just made up a word that's probably not been used at all. Kitty knot shirt. Nope, it would be a brand new kitty astronaut shirt right there. That's how, that's a great idea right there on making up a word that doesn't have any searches and doesn't exist, because we know kittens in space, cats in space work, and that mashing them together and putting a new word in there, people start buying it, people will start wearing it, and people will see kitty knot, and you know what they'll do? They'll start searching for kitty knot. So that can become a trending search term. You could also go in there and start typing in kitty knot 5 times a day on different devices and get all sorts of ideas. So here's there's an example. We did kitty cone on a shirt a while back. I kind of made that term up, and it looks like quite a few similar ones here. Is mine even ranking anymore? No. I made a sale on it, and it looks like quite a few of you guys all came in after watching that video and targeted the same thing. There it is. There's my really bad kitty cone shirt, and it's got a 12 million BSR now. So there's a video. Maybe I'll remember to put a card in right there for you guys to go watch how I made that shirt video. But what we did after that was, since it was getting competitive, we made another modification, and I added the word kitty cone dreams and made a melting ice cream cone of a cat. It hasn't sold, but that was a way to make up a word that retargeted what was selling and come up with something unique that you guys didn't copy. And I will say, nothing that kind of upsets me more is when I do one of these videos and then you guys send me a message afterwards asking me if a shirt will sell, and it's exactly what I made in the video for you, where no, I don't know if it will sell because I just made it up in the last video and you decided to, instead of learning from how to do this, what you did was you just copied me. So don't copy me in my design videos here, guys. Just keep in mind, I make these on YouTube, which means it's copyrighted content that I own, and especially if it's the only one in existence, it gives me grounds for takedowns. So don't mess with that. It's not the way to go. I'm trying to teach you guys processes. All right, let's jump over here in the chat. So rest in peace, kitty knot, out of this world, Persicle. I don't know, hell, we can make a kitty knot shirt. Let's see what we can come up with here, Buck. I don't know, let me pop open my iPad here, see if we can pull one up. So if you guys are just getting in here, this video may go a little bit longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. See if I can get my screen share running. And get the lonely screen up, there we go. And I'm gonna hop over here into over. Let's transition there. I don't know, I love Over, madewithover.com, guys. I have a subscription. It gives me access to a whole bunch of the images. And we could just come in here and we could say, I could look at some of my old ones. Let's see what's included in the graphics here. So kitty. Oh, cat. How about we just do cat? All right, where could we find a cool looking cat that might be great in outer space? Any of these jumping out at me? I kind of like that one. All right, so we got a cat there. Let's see if I can find a helmet. Or, you know what? I know I have on my photos here. Let me find it. There it is. Nice little... Oh, that's not the one I want. Because I'd have to do some erasing here. So let me get rid of that one. I had another one in here. I don't know. Let's go here to this. And be careful on when you're using these here, but for the most part, this is pretty accurate. Space helmet. All right, that is the one I was thinking of. No, it's not. Not the one I want. Because I want it to be solid and I don't feel like doing a whole bunch of editing right now, but I could. Let me get rid of that one. We'll find a different one. Let's do that one. No, it does a full black. What happens on the PNG search? Oh, looking at my files for PNGs. Unsplash. Nope, let's get back here into the graphics then. Astronaut. Let's see. You know, you could always just do, if you're having trouble finding what you're looking for, just pop in a shape here. Let's do a circle. We'll just kind of make it a bubble around the cat's head. And then I'm going to turn down the opacity. There we go. Now it's got a bubble over its head. And we're in space. How ridiculous can we make this thing? Let's go super ridiculous. So let's look at graphics. Let's see what we have for space effects. Some of those ones that are all over prints, maybe you could use this in an all over print, but there's other options here. I don't know, I kind of like that. Let's just make it really crazy and ridiculous. And this is probably not the best practice because this may end up being kind of, I got some ideas of what we can do here. So if I don't want it to be a whole square in the background, now I'm going to come here to edit this. And I'm going to come over to the mask tool, grab this first spot, and I'm just going to kind of rough up the edges so that it's not a hard square of images on the results. It kind of looks more framed and not going to be a hard line all the way around the shirt when we upload it. So it's going to have a spacey type background. There we go. What else can we add to this to make it absolutely ridiculous? We were talking about ice cream, tacos, so we could add a taco in space. Let's just find, let's add this taco. Maybe move it down and around. This is going to be an absolutely ridiculous shirt. So we got tacos in space. Let's add a cheeseburger. I mean, this is a way to really niche down. You're just going to throw some stuff up there and make it the most ridiculous shirt you can possibly make. And who knows? Who knows what will happen? But if you don't try, you won't know. Let's get that cheeseburger in there. And bring that down behind the kitty. And have that one kind of floating up there in space. What else could we do? How about Hot dogs or ice cream? Like I said, guys, just getting ridiculous with it. So how about a popsicle? And maybe we could have the kitty trying to kind of reach for it. There. What else could we have? We could have a donut. Let's just toss a donut in there. I don't know, let's just pick one. We could spell out a word with these donuts. Let's just grab that donut. And we'll toss it right down there. So the other thing is here, notice how all these kind of look, they don't exactly have the same coloring. Look like he is pissing mustard on the hot dog. All right, we'll put the hot dog in there too. Let's see. There we go. And put the hot dog, we'll kind of make the kitty riding the hot dog down there, kind of like a spaceship or something below him. I don't know. The point is here to make this thing look pretty damn ridiculous. All right, so you notice how all the colors aren't quite all the same, and it looks like I pieced it all together, and it doesn't look like it meant all together. I'm gonna export this, and we're gonna save that. And the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here into, see my Dunkin' Donut. I was just playing with some parody ideas there earlier. Open up the t-shirt. And see here, add a photo. All photos, of course, it does that to me. Procreate doesn't seem to like the most recent update here. So let me just do a quick save to, there's that octopus we made the other day. Let me share this to my files, to my iCloud drive. Just add them there quick, and then that way it'll let me pull it out of Procreate. There we go. All right, so we got the shirt in there. So we can add a little bit of a texture to this to try and make it all look like it is kind of one thing, and that's one thing I like to do. So we're gonna select this, and then I'm gonna come up here, just put a kind of a black line on it, maybe come here to touch-ups, maybe a little stubble over the whole thing, maybe a gray one. How does this kind of just put a little bit of roughness to it and make them all fit together, so they all have a little bit of the same texture over it, and it looks like they were all kind of made together. That's just an easy little fix I do to make things work, and I'm already seeing that the image file is going to be a little bit too big, so I am going to shrink this down. So I'm just going to pinch it down using the arrow tool, make it a little bit smaller. We'll move it up, turn off all the turn on that layer, turn off the background, share, PNG, and I'm going to save it to files on my iCloud drive, and we'll add it there. Keep both. And let's jump over here into merch and see if we can write a listing for this. I think I only got room to upload one, so I'm just going to do it on a standard t-shirt. Let's see here. Selecting the products. I'm just going to remove everything right now because I don't have a lot of room. I'm going to have to be deleting some more stuff today. I just click upload. Come here to my iCloud drive. Grab my ridiculous kitty shirt right there. And so we'll do kitty not cat astronaut in space with food. Let's see here. In just say galaxy there. With food. So we can say this absolutely ridiculous graphic is perfect for anyone who loves cats, space, hot dogs, tacos, donuts, popsicles, or cheeseburgers. And just love to wear ridiculous outfits. Alright, so this funny shirt is sure to turn heads wherever you go. And I don't like, so used to just doing the single product uploader that I keep forgetting not to put shirt in there. This funny design, sure to turn heads everywhere you go, featuring a cool cat in outer space flying around with space food. So I think that's kind of what I wanted to do there. So let's look at what we did. Kitty knot, cat, astronaut, galaxy, space with food. Maybe we should add a couple of these keywords here. Donut, and tacos. There we go. So kind of get them all in there. Did I forget any of these foods here? It looks like I got all the foods mentioned. We got space, we got galaxy backgrounds done. Cosmic. That's a good call there, Buck. Let's see. Ridiculous. Make sure you're spelling your words right. What other words could we add in here? So let's go look on Amazon. So since we did this, cat in space with food. So it's tacos, cat astronaut, tacos in space, Mexican food, rainbow. I think rainbow will work on that. It is rainbow galaxy. So maybe we could do, how about if I remove the donut and tacos there, or space, astronaut, rainbow, galaxy, cosmic, tacos, and cheeseburgers. Nope, not gonna fit. Tacos, hot dog. Funny design, nebula background coming in there, rainbow. All right, funny design with a nebula background. What else do we have? Galaxy. What else? Helmet, astronaut. I think that's pretty good right now. I don't like going too much, and I think I kind of hit them. I just click generate description using this here. So let's think about it. We could do a general brand name, or we could do something with the niche here. So we could do crazy cats in space. We'll just do that as a brand name. That'll work. All right, let's let it go. All right, guys, I think I've been on here long enough. Check out some of the other videos on my channel where I go through this process. I do research, I do help you guys find some unsaturated niches, and we do some walkthroughs all the way from start to finish of making shirts. So appreciate you guys being here. The kids are getting a little bit crazy in the back, so I am gonna get out of here. Thank you, guys.